Mr. Director, and as he did on Tuesday night at Port Pirie over the long journey, he's gone to the front with just over 2 to run. Mr. Director leads. Moving up on the outside, it's come from last Super Freeze. Lomingo now behind the leader. From the stand, they've run 1:25 the lead time. Stack 'em well up, 3 back the inside. Now Butcher's Hook's got a trail fourth. On the rails, then Dalmont Lad. Covering it in turn, then Glenalda, 4 metres Marsada. Next on the inside, then Burn the Bridges. Well out of it, 2 Casino Lad, Maduro Caramia the inner, and back at the tail Radiant Bow. They head down the back straight. Mr. Director led 4 metres. In second placing Super Freeze. Lomingo on the inside behind them. 1 by 1 Butcher's Hook, then 2 or 3 metres back. Stack 'em well up. It's just dropped back from Lomingo a little. On the outside then in turn was Glenalda, and they're followed back in behind runners by Dalmont Lad. He needs a bit of luck now. Then Marsada back on the rails. Burn the Bridges, Casino Lad, and well out of it, Maduro Caramia, and back at the tail, Radiant Bow. First quarter of the last mile, 31.2 as they race down the straight. Mr. Director going strongly. Lomingo led early, has had a trial for a lap. Super Freeze on the outsides under pressure. Butcher's Hook travels well fourth. Then Stack 'em well up. Glenalda trying to get Butcher's Hook moving. Dalmont Lad's about to come one off, so too Burn the Bridges. Further back, Marsada between horses. Radiant Bow around it. And then Casino Led, Maduro Caramia held up. Second quarter, 31.3 as they go past the 600. Mr. Director led. Now Lomingo's into the clear if good enough. Butcher's Hook takes off out wider. Dropping right out of it, Super Free. Stack 'em well up, still looking for a split. Out wider on the track, Glenalda, Dalmont Lad in between horses. Then Burn the Bridges, Marsada. Well back then, Maduro Caramia. Off the back, Mr. Director, the one to run down. Still led 4 metres. Butcher's Hook trying hard. Now the leader stablemate, Stack 'em well up's working around them 3 wide. Still there, Lomingo, well clear of Marsada. Into the straight, Mr. Director, 30.1 the third quarter. Stack 'em well up's enjoyed the nice run. It's coming home hard. Then Lomingo, Butcher's Hook. Mr. Director's got a nice break. Stack 'em well up won't get there in time. And Mr. Director wins 4 metres. Stack 'em well up. 5 metres away. I think Lomingo's got third in advance of Butcher's Hook, Marsada. They were clear then of Glenalda. Further back, Casino Lad, Maduro Caramia, Burn the Bridges. A gap, Dalmont Lad did nothing. He finished well out of it. Not sure if he got into trouble or not, but he's back with Super Freeze and Radiant Bow.
No, Pete, he just couldn't handle the 30. He came 3 wide at the 6.
So it's firmed right up. Ready. Racing. Misty Trinket came out running near the inside from Alison Ashley. Moving up out wide, Man of Blue over on the rail, Gramercy, followed by a fast plane. Then Coro Vixen from Son of Shylass and Ultimate Powers at the rear. Out of the straight, Alison Ashley and Misty Trinket vying for the front. Moving up out wide, Man of Blue. Over on the inside is Son of Shylass, followed then by Coro Vixen. Back in the field, Gramercy, fast plane, and the last one, Ultimate Power. Out of the back, Misty Trinket, Alison Ashley still locked together. They're 2 in advance of Son of Shylass, Man of Blue and Coro Vixen. On the turn, Misty Trinket's never been on the track. It's got its head in front from Alison Ashley, charging home Coro Vixen, but Misty Trinket will win the last. Misty Trinket beat Coro Vixen. Alison Ashley ran third, followed in by Man of Blue. Then came Gramercy, followed by Ultimate Power, Son of Shylass, and Fast Plane was one of the last ones to finish.
1 in a photo, Penrith, possibly 4 from 2 for the Miners. 1 in a photo, Penrith, race number 10. Now, we've got Moonee Valley coming up pretty soon. Moonee Valley.
Kentucky Rancher and Meet the Demander showing early speed with Wanting It, also Poppy's Flame. Victoria Relief Paces driving up on the rail. Just in behind them, Darcy's Dream. Nitro Boy drops out to third last. Ahead of it, Scotch Mint. On its outside, Tangelo, followed by Real Tender and Bow Magic as last. Out of the straight they race, and Kentucky Rancher hit the lead now by 2 metres. 2 on the outside, Meet the Demand. 4th on the outside is Wanting. The rail is Victoria Relief Pace. Then Scotch Mint on the inside of Poppy's Flame. 6 metres to Darcy's Dream, 8 metres to Nitro Boy, then Tangelo, third last and 3 wide for a stride, followed by Real Tender, and 8 metres away Bow Magic. Lead time 23.2 inside the lap and a half mark, and peeling out from the rear now is Tangelo making ground on the top turn, and in front Kentucky Rancher steadies by 1.5 metres to Meet the Demand. 4th on the outside is Wanting. Behind the leader is Victoria Relief Pace. Tangelo is off the track 3 wide, so on its back in turn now making ground is Nitro Nitro Boy. In the centre, Poppy's Flame, the rail Scotch Mint, followed by Darcy's Dream. Real Tender is second last and pulling out 3 wide, trailing Nitro Boy, and 6 metres away Bow Magic. 1,000 to go in the straight. First quarter 31.9. It's Kentucky Rancher leading Meet the Demand by 1.5 metres. Victoria Relief Pace on the leader's back, having a nice run. Then Wanting in the centre. Tangallo's had no luck at all. Nitro Boy trailing it in turn 3 wide, followed by Scotch Mint the rail. 2 metres to Poppy's Flame. Real Tender third last out of the straight, followed by Darcy's Dream, and Bow Magic is last. At the 600 metres they race. Second quarter 31.9. It's Kentucky Rancher still leading Meet the Demand almost a neck, and Tangallo on the outside. She's under pressure 3 wide, so Nitro Boy, he's had a very good run. He'll have to peel out 4 wide in a stride. On the fence behind the leader Victoria Relief Pays, followed by Wanting, then Poppy's Flame, Scotch Mint, Real Tender. Second last Darcy's Dream, and last is Bow Magic around the turn 250 metres out. Third quarter 29.7, and Gavin Langer's now letting loose on Nitro Boy. He pulls to the outside 4 wide. It's Kentucky Rancher 200 metres out a neck in front of Meet the Demand. Nitro Boy is now starting to put in the big strides on the outside, coming out after them very quickly, followed by Victoria Relief Pace. At the 100, Meet the Demand got to Kentucky Rancher, but Nitro Boy got to the pair. He went bang near the line, Nitro Boy, and he's racing away. Very good 3-year-old. Nitro Boy wins 5 metres. Meet the Demand second, tight third, Scotch Mint, Kentucky Rancher and Victoria Relief Pace. Close up Wanting, then Real Tender, Bow Magic, Darcy's Dream, Poppy's Flame, and Tangallo's run last.
10-6 and a photo, Moonee Valley race 7, 10-6 and a photo, Gavin Langer.
Racing, Maria's Bid was slow. Wide Angel Eagle and National Jane actually won the start. Angel Eagle's going to cross and lead them. Maria's Bid got the drive right through on the fence and has moved through to hit the lead round the first bend. Maria's Bid goes to the lead. Angel Eagle second, Comprehend, and then National Jane the fence. About 3 or 4 Breezy Emma and Lizzie Deacon together, and back at the tail was So Neat. Into the back, Maria's Bid strides nicely clear. 3 to Angel Eagle. Third, National Jane, Comprehend, Breezy Emma, followed by Lizzie Deacon, and out to last was So Neat. On the corner, Maria's Bid out nicely. About 3 lengths to Angel Eagle, starting to peg it back. Maria's Bid leads from Angel Eagle as they turn. Maria's Bid, just the leader, is going home strongly now, and Maria's Bid 2.5 to Angel Eagle. Third, National Jane, Comprehend, Breezy Emma. Lizzie Deacon and So Neat was last of all.
583 Wentworth Park, 583 race 9. Now we've got the next race at Maitland. Maitland, according to my sheet, is set to go now.
Blue light flashing. They're off and running in the Fosters 2-year-old, and an early race for the lead sees Civil Raider and also Bonnie's Venture, followed by Jones Parade to Rita Blue, Jessica Penny. K Station dropping out the last was No Liability, and Southern Success for second last. The pace fairly solid as they cast the 600 astern and sweep down the back, and Bonnie's Venture the leader over Civil Raider. Tarita Blues moved up to be third, followed by Jones Parade with its mouth wide open. Jessica Penny was next in advance of K Stace. No Liability, and still Southern Success was trailing. In this order they travel the back and make the run down towards the corner, a lap and a quarter before them, and Bonnie's Venture by a length 2 to Rita Blue. Civil Raider next from Jessica Penny. Jones Parade, K Stace second last, No Liability, and Southern Success brought up the rear, short of a lap and a quarter to travel in the Fosters 2-year-old, and still the leader was Bonnie's Venture as they swing the corner for the bell, followed by Tarita Blue. Down on the rail was Jessica Penny, on its outside Civil Raider being followed by Jones Parade, No Liability, K Stace, and Southern Success was trailing. 1 second of the course, or 7.50 out, and Bostock has Bonnie's Venture the leader over to Rita Blue. Civil Raider next from Jessica Penny and Jones Parade together. In behind those, No Liability, K Stace, and Southern Success was last. 600 left to travel and no change in the order. Bonnie's Venture the leader as they commence the run down the back from Tarita Blue, Civil Raider, Jessica Penny, Jones Parade up on the outside, followed by K Stace, No Liability, and Southern Success was last. 4.50 out, and the field commencing to pack up as Bonnie's Venture by just 3 parts of a length to Tarita Blue, who went to it shortly after Jessica Penny. Out wide was K Stace, followed then by Civil Raider, Southern Success, and No Liability was last of all. Many chances as they're about to turn the corner. It's Tarita Blue the leader, Bonnie's Venture the rail, Jessica Penny, and wide out was K Stace. Tarita Blue in front. Jessica Jessica's Penny and K-Stage trying to pick it up, but Tarita Blue is too good. It's kicked away and beat Jessica Penny. K-Stage third. Close for third and fourth. No Liability or Body's Venture. Jones Parade, Southern Success, and last home Civil Raider.
Gee, that was an easy win. He put the whip away 30 metres out, and that horse ran to the line very strongly, could go another lap. 8-1-9, the placings, Maitland Race 8. Let's update Albion Park, where number 1 is at 10-1, Kiama Country. 2 Hobbies Hunter at 50s. 3 Able Low Bill at 13-2.
15th of October 1983. Here's action. There's the light. The arms fold. Racing. And Vanston Adios went straight to the lead. Van Top and Able Low Bill began well from Fighting Fury, Majestic Don, Kiama Country, Hobbies Hunter, and Double Cover last at the end of the first 200 metres. Vanston Adios straight to the aluminium, leading by 2 lengths to Able Low Bill and 2 to Van Top, trying to find the fence in front of Kiama Country. 1.5 lengths to Fighting Fury, Majestic Don, 3 deep at the end of 300. Hobbies Hunter is second last, and Double Cover whipped them in on the bend at the 1,200 metres peg. Vanston Adios shows the way down the straight. Able Low Bell sits on his back. Van Top is third. Kiama Country fourth. Fighting Fury fifth. Majestic Don sixth and in the breeze. Hobbies Hunter seventh and Double Cover eighth and last at 1,000 metres out. 29.2 first quarter of the mile. The favourite, the leader, Vanston Adios, 2 to Able Low Bell and 2 lengths to Van Top. Kiama Country fourth, Majestic Don without cover on the outside of Fighting Fury. Then Hobbies Hunter and Double Cover still a neck away at the tail of the field. They're inside the half-mile marker now, and Vanston Adios is the leader. 31.9 the second split. He was given a little breather. Past the tea trees, Vanston Adios, 2 in front of Able Low Bell, still behind him. 2 lengths to Van Top, 1/2 to Kiama Country, who left the fence. Majestic Don 3 wide again around Fighting Fury. Double Covers on the rail, and Hobbies Hunter dropped back to the tail. Vanston Adios 2 clear at the 420. Able Low Bell came off the fence. Van Top a length away. Then Kiama Country, Double Cover and Majestic Don, but Vanston Adios is clear. 250 metres left to run. Given a little shake up, he's 2.5 clear of Able Low Bell. Then Van Top and Double Cover, but around the turn he comes, Vanston Adios. He's on his way home. Able Low Bell and Van Top are battling out second and third. Vanston Adios ducked back to the rail. There's not much petrol in the tank, but he's going to win the money. Vanston Adios beat Van Top. Able Low Bell third. Then Double Cover, Kiama Country, Fighting Fury, Hobbies Hunter, Majestic Don. 2 minutes and 6 tenths the time, and 59.5 the last half.
793 Albion Park.
Yeah, they're ready here. 1800 the journey. They're off. Prince Narjar began quickly. Hip Chip on the inside doesn't seem to have the speed. Prince Narjar gets across it. Diamond Blue Chip certainly got plenty of speed, and Diamond Blue Chip's going to get across. Now Prince Narjar, when it got to the rails, went for a gallop. Out wide, Serious Contenders going forward quickly. Earl of Roxton had to ease off behind the galloper. Bowery Jess further back. Good and High got into bother when that one galloped. Back in the pack, Sportscraft. They've gone pretty hard early. Then the Arsonist, Part the Seas, also goes around the galloping Prince Narjar. Good and High behind it. Well, Diamond Blue Chip held out Serious Contender. Diamond Blue Chip 4 metres in front. Serious Contender takes the rails. 6 metres then to Hip Chip. 6 metres Bowery Jess. Earl of Roxton moves up without cover. Now Sportscraft will follow Earl of Roxton. In turn on its back was the Arsonist. Then 6 metres away Part the Seas. Getting going Prince Narjar. And it was 10 metres back and a further 10 metres then to Good and High. First quarter of the last mile in 30.8. They've slowed up a little bit now and they start to pack. Diamond Blue Chip is on top. Serious Contender just went a little roughly there for a stride, but it's okay and behind the leader. Hip Chip moving up without cover. On its back, Earl of Roxton. Then Bowery Jess on the inside. Further back to Part the Seas. Around it was Sportscraft. No move yet from the favourite. Following Sportscraft, just as I speak, she's off Sportscraft. Following it, the Arsonist. Then Good and High and Prince Narjar whip them in. They head to the back straight now, about 700 from home. Diamond Blue Chip is the leader. Second quarter, they slowed up to 33.4. It's 2 metres in front now. Hip Chip moves closer very quickly. Sportscraft has worked around them. The leader kicks in behind the runners. Then was Serious Contender. Hip Chip's gone. It drops out sharply. Earl of Roxton shuffled out of it. Then the Arsonist. Further back, Bowery Jess. From Part the Seas, Prince Narjar, Good and High. Coming off the back straight, and the leader, Diamond Blue Chip. Sportscraft looks to be cruising on the outside. They're at it up front. They've come away then from Serious Contender. Bowery Jess, Earl of Roxton on the turn. Diamond Blue Chip fighting on. Third quarter, 30.4. Sportscraft on the outside. They're well clear of the rest, headed up by serious contender Beau Regis. Diamond Blue Chip fighting on. Sportscraft on the outside. He's sitting fairly quietly on her. She's only just in front, Sportscraft. She'll win. She won ahead. He never touched her. She won ahead, Sportscraft. Second placing Diamond Blue Chip. 20 metres or more. Serious contender, I think, third in front of Beau Regis. Further back in the field then, we had Good and High with Earl of Roxton, Prince Najar, Part the Seas. Well back the Arsonist, and Hip Chip got very tired. Well, there was no big win.
Racing and Master Dixie and Young Weed, the both wings came out well. Master Dixie crossed and led Young Weed. A Kubra Court has moved up but got pushed wide. Canadian Magic improves. Saltbush Bill followed by Worthy Bonnie and then Worth Posing. And back at the tail, Jalingula's Charm. Master Dixie's the leader. 2 lengths to Canadian Magic running on. A couple to Saltbush Bill followed by Young Weed. And then a Kubra Court. Master Dixie being claimed by Canadian Magic. Canadian Magic goes to the lead from Master Dixie and Saltbush Bill. And Canadian Magic wins the last. Saltbush Bill second, third Master Dixie. Then came Young Weed. Right off the track there was Worth Posing, a Kubra Court, and Worthy Bonnie was the last one to greet the judge.
Thanks, Pete. 5-2 and a photo very close there for third, but 5-2-8. Wentworth Park Race 8. Closer than it looks because the other one was stopping. Now, Moonee Valley Race 8, Educated Guess is number 1 at 15-1. 2 Prince Yarra at 14s. 3 Legend George at 15-2, 4 San Royal, and that horse is showing...
Legend George away well with San Royal looking for the lead. Mind Power goes forward and so too does Supremo. Just in behind them, Educated Guess. On the outside is Alert Guy a little bit deep, followed by Prince Yarra. Glory's made us second last and Vanishing dropped out the last some 10 metres away. It's Mind Power on the outside, tackling San Royal for the lead, leaving the straight and succeeds towards the 1600 metre turn. Mind Power took over by 5 metres to San Royal. Supremo on the outside gets the third, draws up now within 2 metres of the leader and travels up into second placing. Legend George has the cover now fourth. 8 metres away, Prince Yarra on the outside of Educated Guess, followed by Glory's Mate 6 metres away. Alert Guy is second last and 10 metres to Vanishing. Lead time 22.8 on the top turn. Mind Power leads, steadies now. At its wheel on the outside is Supremo. Fourth and 1 out is Legend George. The leader's back is San Royal. Then Educated Guess on the fence. 2 metres away, Prince Yarra the running line. On its inside is Alert Guy. Glory's Mate second last for a stride was about to pull out 3 wide, and Vanishing is some 8 metres away last. In the straight they race towards the 1,000 metres. First quarter 33.3. In front is Mind Power. It's the filly by 2.5 metres to Supremo, always without cover. San Royal, the leader's back. Legend George having a nice run fourth, trailed up in turn by Prince Yarra. On its inside is Educated Guess. Alert Guy races third last. Second last, Glory's Mate. And 8 metres away, Vanishing. That's the order leaving the straight inside the 800 metres, and Glory's Mate now from second last pulls to the outside. Towards the 650 they race. It's still Mind Power in front. Almost 3 metres to Supremo. Second quarter 34.4. Legend George has had a good run. Now pulls out 3 wide. San Royal a rail. Glory's Mate 3 wide, followed by Prince Yarra. Then Educated Guess, Alert Guy, and Vanishing tacks up. Towards the 450 metres they race. Mind Power a neck in front of Supremo. 6 metres away, San Royal. Legend George under pressure. Educated Guess is making ground the rail, followed by Prince Yarra. Then Glory's Mate, Alert Guy, and Vanishing last. Third quarter 31.7, 200 metres out on the turn. It's Supremo on the outside, putting its nose in front of Mind Power. San Royal getting out, making ground. Educated Guess coming off the rail, followed by Prince Yarra. Glory's Mate well back. Legend George is gone. At the 100 though, Supremo ran to the lead from San Royal. Here is Prince Yarra coming at them quickly though over the concluding stages. Prince Yarra hit the lead near the line, threw its head up for a stride or two. Pretty green, but okay. And Prince Yarra gets there a metre to San Royal. Alert Guy, I reckon, has flown for third. Close up, Supremo, Educated Guess. Mind Power knocked up quickly. Glory's Mate has run second last, and last in was Legend George. Number 2.
Blue lights on, away they go, and beating them away quickly was Power Wind down on the inside from getting out Well May Bid, and they were followed in a bit of trouble Cadillac Man, Elamana, and also there with them Valiant Linden, followed by Rabbit Hole, and Kybean Lady dropped out to the tail. As they come around the corner the first time with 1,500 metres to go, and Power Wind with the inside running leads on the outside, looming up now was Son of a Natural. Down on the inside was May Bid, followed 1-1 Flyaway Brigade. Down on the inside of Flyaway Brigade as they come out of the murk was Valiant Linden. They were followed further back in the field then to Elamana. Rabbit Hole down on the rail, followed then by Cadillac Man, and down at the rear Kybean Lady. Racing down the back towards the 1,300 metres and going along nicely in front is Power Win. 1 length on May Bid, 3 parts of a length Son of a Natural sitting in the breeze seat. They were followed by Flyaway Brigade down on the inside, and travelling well as Valiant Linden. They were followed then over on the outside then by Elamana. Rabbit Hole next, a length away then to Cadillac Man, and a length and 3/4 at the tail to Kybean Lady. Onto the corner, 1,100 metres to go, and travelling along okay as Power Wind got away by about 2.5 to 3 on May Bid. A length away further afield then to Son of a Natural. They were followed then by Flyaway Brigade. Down on the inside was Valiant Linden. They were followed by Elamana, Rabbit Hole, and they were followed by Kybean Lady and Cadillac Man up in front of it second last to the winning post. 1 round to go, 7:55 metres left to run in the State Bank pace. The final event here at Maitland, and Power Wind doing it nicely in front. It leads by about a length and a half now on May Bid. A length away to Son of a Natural. Flyaway Brigade hooked out to make a run, and then Elamana followed down on the inside then by Valiant Linden. The next in the event was Cadillac Man. Rabbit Hole is next to last, and Kybean Lady has its ears scrubbed off at the rear as they begin the run up to the corner, and Power Wind is a comfortable leader. May Bid's been sitting on it all the way. They were followed back in the field to Son of a Natural on the outside, Flyaway Brigade. Further back in the field to Elamana, followed by Cadillac Man, Valiant Linden, Rabbit Hole, and Kybean Lady Need a Miracle as they begin the run up to the corner, and the leader going okay as Power Win on the outside. May Bid coming out after it quickly now, and they were followed further back then to Valiant Linden and Flyaway Brigade. Power Win in front, but May Bid's grabbed it on the outside, and May Bid doing better, and May Bid will win the last from Power Win. Third home Flyaway Brigade from Son of a Natural, Rabbit Hole, Elamana, and they were followed home then by Valiant Linden. The next home in the event was Cadillac Man second last, and Kybean Lady was last in.
3-2-8, thanks Paul. May Bid, Power Win and Flyaway Brigade. 3-2-8 Maitland race 9. Now Albion Park, a further update. 16-1 for One Ring Billy.
Gate reaches it. Lights on. Racing. Land of Mine drifted back shortly after the break. A galloper shortly after the start. In fact, 2 galloping. Ventura Kid and Fury's Law both got into bother, and Ventura Kid gallops back to the tail of the field. Grant's Law came out of the gate lickety-split and led at the end of 250 metres. Fury's Finito runs to second. Ring Billy a length away third. Classy Fury settles fourth on the outside of Kid Galahad. Then Wonder Man overboard. A break of 2 to Vanston Lord. Another 2 lengths to Land of Mine. Fury's Law is second last, and Ventura Kid, after getting into trouble, a long last of all. 29.3 the first split. And Grant's Law shows the way to the judge and the bell. Leads by more than a length to Fury's Finito without cover. Ring Billy third on the back of the leader. Classy Fury fourth around Kid Galahad. Man overboard, 3 back in the running lane. Land of Mine on the rail. 1 to Vanston Lord, a length and a half to Fury's Law, and that long break to Ventura Kid as they make the turn out of the straight. The favourite, the leader, past the 800 metres mark. Grant's Law steers them to the back. Fury's Finito sitting at his wheel. Ring Billy on the rail behind the speed. Classy Fury fourth on the outside of Kid Galahad. Then Man overboard, Land of Mine, Vanston Lord, Fury's Law, and that long break to Ventura Kid. 31.9 the second quarter, and Grant's Law in front with 500 left to travel. He snuck away to lead by almost 2 to Fury's Finito. Ring Billy sitting on the fence waiting for an out. Classy Fury fourth. Then came Kid Galahad, Man overboard, and Land of Mine. But Grant's Law is clear with short of 300 left to travel. Fury's Finito flat. Ring Billy's under the whip. Then Classy Fury. Kid Galahad works away from the rail as Grand Slaw set sail for home and opened up a big gap. He's 3. He's 4 in front of Kid Galahad, about to run to second. Then Fury's Finito and Landamine on the outside, but it's all Grand Slaw. Grand Slaw bolts in, beating Kid Galahad. Landamine runs third from Fury's Finito, Ring Billy and Vanston Lord. Then Classy Fury, Man Overboard, Fury's Law. And Ventura Kid was last of all. 59
program. Now out wide, Tukey's Express is showing a bit of speed. Closer to the rails, we've got Wahine Glory and Samantha Kate driving up. But Tukey's Express from out deep works across. Present Hero coming across with it, moves up second. Still out a little wide though. Wahine Glory in the centre. Samantha Kate the inside. Regal for Me from the second rows. Around them 4 wide on that first turn. They are followed by Cassandra above the Sky Trap deep. So too Jeremiah, no early luck. Further back then Texan Fella, one off the rails but a good way from them. And they are followed then back towards the tail is Zygo Rhythm. And at the tail Bobby McGregor. Regal for Me going right on with the job with 2 to run. Got a couple in front, but it hasn't got the speed to get across Tukey's Express. So now he has to grab hold on Regal for Me. The lead time should be pretty quick. It's 45.9. Tukey's Express the leader. Regal for Me second. Present Hero drops in behind the leader in front of Samantha Kate. Wahine Glory one out, one back. As soon as they set steady, Cassandra's off 3 wide. Then Texan Fella, the fast speed, but he won't mind that. Then Jeremiah, which has found the inside. Still out wide above the Sky. She's having trouble restraining it. Back there's Zygo Rhythm and Bobby McGregor. Cassandra now moves up to challenge Tukey's Express. The leaders had no pace. Cassandra can't get across. Tukey's Express again is able to kick through, and it holds out Cassandra. Now Regal for Me has a trail. Then Present Hero, when they sped up, it lost ground, but it's making that ground up again. Further back, Wahine Glory. Here goes Texan Fella off 3 wide. Next then on the inside, Samantha Kate. Now Zygo Rhythm is tacking up on the back of Texan Fella, but now Regal for Me goes in front of Texan Fella. So there's been no sitting here. They've all been making moves. Jeremiah's well back on the inside. Bobby McGregor between horses above the Sky last. First quarter was 32.2, so they haven't gone that quick in that first quarter. The leader is Tukey's Express, a metre in front of Cassandra. 3 wide Regal for Me. Present Hero behind the leader. Wahine Glory the centre. Texan Fella with a cart home. Second quarter only 32.6. Samantha Kate on the rails. Jeremiah the inner. Zygo Rhythm's got the job to do. They'll sprint home pretty quickly, I'd suggest. And then Bobby McGregor above the Sky. Tukey's Express and Cassandra. Texan Fella has to make a move 4 wide around the tiring Regal for Me. Wahine Glory in the centre. On the inside, Present Hero. Zygo Rhythm continues to follow home on the back of Texan Fella. Samantha Kate between horses. Then Jeremiah. Bobby McGregor wide. On the bend, Tukey's Express and Cassandra. Texan Fella taking all night to get to them. He's still running on though. Then Zygo Rhythm, and further back in the field, Present Hero, Samantha Kate. In the straight, Cassandra and Tukey's Express. Texan Fella to the outside. He has to get a move on. Cassandra in front. Texan Fella, I don't think he'll get there. He won't. Cassandra did the big job and Cassandra won. 1.5 metre Texan Fella. A little disappointing, the odds on here. Tukey's Express got third. Then Zygo Rhythm. Further back, Present Hero, Samantha Kate. They're followed in by Jeremiah, Bobby McGregor, Wahine Glory, above the Sky and Regal for Me.
Medusa Gold is away very quickly. Ramosa is trying to keep her out, but Medusa Gold is flying early, and she works to an early lead. From on the outside, Classy Fella, Stewart's Pal. Then Ramosa. Admiral's Armour 3 out. The centre is Boomerang Boy. Then Relax Me Baby, Aquilina. Second last out of the straight is Breakdance, and 8 metres away, Mac My Man. It's Classy Fella on the outside, tackling Medusa Gold at the 1,600 metres. 23.2 lead time. They've broken away by 8 metres to Stewart's Pal. On the fence is Ramosa. Coming off the rail, Boomerang Boy 5th and 6 metres away, followed by Admiral's Armour, then Relax Me Baby. A break of 10 metres to Breakdance. Second last is Mac My Man, and Aquilina is some 8 metres away. Admiral's Armour is now pulling out 3 wide, travelling off the top turn. They've gone pretty quick early in the race at the Lavender quarter. Medusa Gold in front by 1.5 metres. 2 on the outside, Classy Fella. On a limb out, 3 wide is Admiral's Armour. Then Stewart's Pal on the outside of Ramosa, followed by Boomerang Boy. 4 metres away, Relax Me Baby. Third last on the outside of Mac My Man, the rail. Aquilina is second last, and pulling out from last now was Breakdance. 1,000 to go down the straight. First quarter in 30.6. It's Medusa Gold narrowly in front. Almost almost a neck to on the outside. Classy Fella. Admiral Zama is on a limb out 3 wide. In the centre, Stewart's Pal. Ramosa back on the rail. Boomerang Boy 3 wide. Going home on the back of Admiral Zama. Relax Me Baby pulling awfully hard. 3 back on the outside of McMahon, who's 3 back on the rail. Second last is Breakdance, and Aquilina 1 off the rail as last. Along the back towards the 600 they race. Second quarter 32.2. It's Medusa Golden neck in front of Classy Fella and Admiral Zama 3 wide. Trailing it in turn, Boomerang Boy. Stewart's Pal in the centre. Ramosa back on the rail. Then Relax Me Baby. Around it now, Breakdance, followed by McMahon, who badly needs a run, and Aquilina back at the tail. On the home turn, 300 metres out, third quarter 29.6. It's Medusa Gold. Still 1.5 metres in front. Now 2-3 metres to Classy Fella under pressure. So too is Admiral Zama. Boomerang Boy now pulls out 4 wide. Wide around on the track is Breakdance, followed by Relax Me Baby. At the 150, Medusa Gold in front. Boomerang Boy and Breakdance are coming late down the outside. Boomerang Boy swept to the lead. Breakdance is tackling it on the outside though. Breakdance raced up on the outside, put its nose in front of Boomerang Boy, and Breakdance has got up to win by 1 metre to Boomerang Boy. Ramosa third. Medusa Gold close up. Out wide, Relax Me